Scrolling through those expensive retail sites, now we all know the pain of needing a fresh kit, but seeing those crazy high prices, well, there's a smarter way to support your team. Welcome to okjersey.com. The quality speaks for itself. Look at the detail on these designs, whether it's the latest from Man United or a classic Chelsea kit. You can get any jersey in every size you need, and yes, you can fully customise it with your name, your number, or your favourite legends' details, from the Premier League to La Liga to Serie A. If you're looking for it, it's here, and it's always for the best price. Ready to save big? Head to okjersey.com now and use code NAF at checkout. That's code NAF to score an extra 8% off your entire order. Cheers.
Yes, people, what are you saying? Hey, big draws that don't include my club in it. So there we are with that.
Big draws like a fat bird.
What you man said?
Not
Champions
much,
League, Conference League. You won yesterday, innit, D?
Yeah, we won. We're through to the round of 16s. Yeah, man.
Keep working for me, man. Love that.
Go on,
Yeah. No, we're strolling through. We've pretty much staying in the Premier League. That's confirmed. Through to the next round of Conference League. But the Champions League, though.
Hold on. Was that? Say that again, please.
What you that we're said. Staying up, and then we're through to round of 16 in the Conference League.
Is there any sort of vim?
Why are you staying up?
Is there anyone that isn't? Is there anyone that isn't staying up yet?
Well, I don't know. I've totally forgot. They are dusty. I forgot how dusty they are. Yeah, Tottenham may not, but yeah, we will be here next season. But not everyone can stay the same, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, we are staying up, and then for us, it's the Conference League. That's a major focus. For other teams, I guess they got other priorities as well. So I'd be interested to hear what Jords thinks about his team and his Champions League draw. But yeah, man.
Who'd you get, Jords? Who'd you get?
They're kind of going right, innit?
Who'd you get?
Yeah, they got Atletico.
Then, maybe not.
Yeah. And then afterwards, they can either face Barca or Newcastle. But yeah, I can't lie for them. I don't know who have they got in the Premier League next. I'd be more concerned about that than this.
I think one thing obviously you might not be too educated on, because it is your first time in Europe. So I do appreciate that, D, and thank you for your insight. But ultimately, Champions League's about playing the biggest teams. That's why it's called the League of Champions. You play the biggest teams and you want to get the biggest results. So I don't shy away from a game against the likes of Atletico Madrid, because that's what we're here for. We're here to play the best team. So whether you're going to play them early in the rounds or later on in the rounds, it's part of the Champions League. You wouldn't know that. So I appreciate your insight, but it's not really insightful because you've never experienced it. So
but they might win the conference and get Europa League though.
No, not even just that. That was such a it was such a dumb comment. You think you have to be in the Champions League to know about the Champions League, buddy? We watch the same game on TV at home. You're moving like you're on the field experiencing it. Like we're experiencing the same thing.
Why are you so excited, bro? I don't know why you're so hyped up. You look wired like you've just done a couple lines of Charlie. Slow down, bro. Slow down.
I'm just saying. What I said initially,
that's not something right, D. Yeah, you can be a fan and you can watch Champions League, but being a part of the Champions League means you're experiencing it. So you can watch it and look from it from the outside perspective and give us your point of view, but you've never experienced Champions League football to actually know what it means. So whatever you say is cool.
What have you experienced?
You've never experienced it, so you can't sit here and talk from a place where people are going to listen. So
okay, and then when we talk about the huge Premier League weekend, then maybe you have to show up there as well because you're below everyone else. So I mean, you haven't experienced your team being above probably 16th or 15th so far this season. You know, we were at the normally you should be able to talk, but based on your logic, then you're just gonna have to go on mute. Let's talk about your team quickly, give it 2-3 minute segment, and then maybe you go on mute for the rest of the show because there's nothing that you can really talk about the Premier League.
It's rather funny that Crystal Palace fans got this much energy.
Well, you know what?
I'm not having it.
I'm sorry. We're here to talk about the Champions League. I'm sorry.
Who are you not? Who are you not having it from?
No, because this time last
Jordz, right? Okay.
This time last season, roughly, probably about a month ahead. I was the one that was in the pits of I had Jordz speaking down on me. He beat me like 3 times in a row by that point. D, like, he don't even want to play my team this weekend. How about that? So it's just like, at a point, no, the script is flipped over, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So I'm just sitting back now, nicely, just watching it all unfold and seeing this relegation tier battle, mid-tier conversation going on, bottom tier. So
I don't care about it personally. Like,
you know what the maddest thing is, You know what the maddest thing is? We'll talk about Arsenal's route. We'll talk about Man City's route. We'll talk about Man City having Real Madrid again. Do you know what I mean?
5 years.
Do you know what I mean? We'll talk about all of that. I mean, even Wolves, you lot are just working for my coefficient points that I might need at the end of the season. But there's actual real evidence to support that Jord's team might actually get relegated.
Well, this is the thing, Cass. The way he's replying back, the way he's
funny for streams. Everyone, again, D, shut up for a second, bro.
No, you're not gonna do that. The way you're replying back, you would think that you're doing anything of significance.
You do realize the person that speaks.
You just have to realize who you support sometimes. You know, you have to read the room. You don't read the room well. That's the problem with you. You don't realize who you support.
When somebody overtalks, you realize that they actually don't know what they're talking about, so they're trying to overcompensate by sitting there going, no.
I know what I'm talking about.
Slow down for a second.
You're not understanding it. That's a skill issue for you. I didn't say anything crazy. Yeah, but anyways, go ahead.
Are you sure you got everything out? Or you want to yap some more? Because clearly you want to. That's what we're doing.
No, I'm very curious to hear.
Go on, do you want?
No, I'm very curious to hear what you say about Tottenham.
Clearly, everybody wants to hear about from a Crystal Palace fan about the Champions League draw. So feel free, go on, give us that great insight into the Champions League draw from a Crystal Palace.
I watch football though. They're saying about a Crystal Palace fan talking about.
No. But
you're naive. You're naive to think.
I'm trying to not. Again. D, you asked me to speak and then you interrupt and then you ask to speak and you shut up for a second. Yeah, like if you're going to speak, God, you're a Crystal Palace fan. Whether you want to say you're a football fan, you identify on this panel as a Crystal Palace fan. You come on here, you said what you said, and then you still want to go on and talk about Spurs this, Spurs that, but we're talking about the Champions League. You're doing scattergun because you actually don't know what you want to say, so you're all over the place. Bring it in. Take a second, breathe, and then actually think. Because what you're not realizing is we're in the Champions League. You're in Conference League. Levels. There's levels. So when you want to talk about relegation battle and stuff, cool. It sounds nice. It's funny for you. Cool. We're not getting relegated. There's levels between us. The levels are that Spurs won't get relegated in this Premier League, especially in this year.
Why?
I'm sorry, no.
There's levels.
Right, let me finish this point in it before he starts crying again. Go on.
You're 4 points behind West Ham, bro.
No, it makes no sense. I just feel like he talks for the sake of talking. Like he just doesn't. I don't understand what he's saying. Enjoy your moment.
9 out of the 10 minutes, but clearly we all speak for the sake of speaking. But you're the one.
No, but you're adding no logic. You're just saying words.
My logic was there's
levels.
Clearly, is that there's levels. That's the only logic. There's levels. Just to correct what you said. You said we're 4 points behind West Ham. No, we're 4 points ahead of West Ham. That gives us again a nice comfy gap. The only big games that we actually have left to play: Liverpool, Chelsea. Away from that, all the other teams that we play are winnable games, and even those games, I wouldn't say winnable, but definitely able to get points out of them. Out of the games remaining, 11 games remaining, all we actually need is 4 wins to secure ourselves in the Premier League. We'll definitely get 4 wins. We'll probably get more than that. So I'm not concerned regarding this relegation stuff. It's just funny. It's funny to see you guys talk about it. It's funny to see people waste their time doing videos about it. But I won't talk about relegation. I ain't going to address it because it's not something I'm even thinking about.
Well, it should be something you're thinking about. You're 4 points away from West Ham, mate. But what's it called? Regardless,
can I?
You got before we dive into all that, I wanted to go into the Champions League kind of thing. But go on if you got another question.
Just quickly, you know when he said your levels. What levels is this, by the way? Because you're only 4 points above the relegation.
Well, I did actually. Again,
I'm very curious.
I think he actually does like earbuds in half of the time. I don't know if maybe you need to go see an ear surgeon or some shit because there's something clearly not working there. But the levels are: we're in the Champions League, you're in the Conference League. Just like Cass said, he wanted to talk about the level. Okay. And the reason why we're talking about the Champions League is because Spurs are in it and Manchester City are in it. Sorry, Cass, you're not really relevant in this conversation, or
you are. You're working for me.
Me and Dabs are. So
but you're working for me, bro. That don't really matter for me, Jules. We already know that you're not winning it, so you're gonna be out at some point, and in a few weeks, when you're out.
But that's fine.
Do you know what I mean? When you're out in a few weeks, and what have you got left?
What do you mean? What have we got left? Again, we're still
preaching to myself and
D. Are you? Do you want to qualify to win it? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm just saying you're working for me.
Is the plan for you to win it?
No. My plan is to win.
But I need to understand your immediate plan once you get in it, because you're saying basically what you're saying now. You guarantee the place in it for next year. Cool. That's how you feel. Whatever.
That's that's cool.
You can have that. Are you going to win it next season?
No, maybe. We've done it before.
So everything that you say right now about you're doing it, you're working for me. We're not. You doing all of this is just to make Man United relevant for the moment. The whole point is because you're not going to win it next year either. All this celebration of the qualification don't mean much, does it?
I'm not. By the way, I'm not celebrating qualification. This is the bare minimum. I'm just telling you, you're my worker. It's as simple as that. You're working for me, not just me. We come together. It's like a unified. What's that thing built in power again when they have the coalition? Yeah, you're working for myself. You're even working for Chelsea. You're working for Aston Villa, Liverpool. You just get those coefficient points up and just be a good little child, I suppose, isn't it? Like just be a good boy.
Little bros. You know when you go kick ball and
same
your mum's like you can't go kick ball.
Same thing for you, by the way, D.
No, it's not the same. Well, are you saying we got no chance of winning the Conference League?
No, I mean if you don't, it's embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. So we have got a chance, right? Tottenham here, they're just the little bros of the competition, there to add up numbers. That's it. So that's the difference between us two. And this is the thing. Like I want to have his moment. Because forget about Champions League next season.
Just to clarify, we finished fourth. Yeah, we finished fourth. So as much as we make up the numbers, we have the fourth best team in the Champions League so far this year. So clearly we aren't.
For me, the league phase doesn't really mean much.
I don't understand
that. D, to be fair, it wouldn't mean much to you. You're not in it, mate.
Yeah, but we're in a Conference League, so we had a similar experience of the league phase. It doesn't really mean much. And also, the reason why I was going to say it, where did you
finish in that league phase?
Huh?
Where did you finish in that league phase?
It's like 9th or 10th.
Ninth in the Conference League.
Yeah. I remember I remember PSG. PSG didn't finish in the top 8 when they won the Champions League.
I rate that. I rate that. I see the comparisons, Palace and PSG. I do. I see the comparisons.
You should know. Daps, you should know. You was watching Palace beat your team in the final, so you would know. I'm pretty sure you know. PSG are in a lot of big games as well, so yeah.
You're still fucking going on about that?
I mean, that's the last one.
Let's go back 70 million years.
It's the last final that you've been in, no? It's a up until
it was. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So it's not really 50,000 years, is it? If it's the last final you've been in. But anyway,
you're being like Wolfie at the moment. Even Wolfie does it. I don't even know.
Give or take a year, I'd say.
Compared to PSG, listen, the thing, I actually like it. I don't know what Max is doing here.
No. It's just the fact you compare Crystal Palace, and PSG. That's
okay. Cool. Let me add
remove Palace for a second. Yeah. You've got to see the funny side of comparing Crystal Palace to PSG, bro. Come on, man.
Magpies and that.
I'm not comparing Palace to PSG. I'm comparing Palace's place in the league phases to PSG. Let me compare it to Betis. Last year in the Conference League, they went to the final. Did they finish in the top 8?
You know what? Let's check even where. You know what?
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. The league phase doesn't really mean if you finish first or fourth in the league phase, it doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't really work like that.
I love that it's Crystal Palace telling us how Europe works.
Wow, Forest finished 13th in the league phase as well, but they just beat obviously you both went through. So there you go, that's Europa League. But you're playing against Bruno Magpies and teams I can't even pronounce. But Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and all them lot. But let's talk about the Champions League. The route. Have you seen the route?
Arsenal's got the easiest route. Arsenal.
Smash the likes. Smash the likes if you haven't smashed the likes. Anyone that's that's been incoming from a few other channels, then big up yourselves. You know where the like button is. Let's do a few of these supers. Anton says the total Champions League wins on the silver side is 28 compared to 5 on the blue side. I don't get it.
So there's two paths.
Two parts.
Yeah, there's a green path and the silver path. So yeah.
Okay. Big Eye said this is for Jords and his Spurs. They might need it. He says Jules should be worried about his players' mentality during the relegation battle. A lot of them want out. That's very true. We'll talk about that. I'm going to bring that super chat back up later. Actually, I'm wrong. It's 30 titles to 5. I still don't get it. But all right. Big up yourself, Anton. I just don't get it.
Different sides to the
draw. It's a quality of teams, yeah. I think the side also
won that many. On the other side, the teams together have won that.
Two parts.
Okay, my bad.
So the City side, I think, won like 30. And then the Arsenal side's won like 5, I'm assuming. That Arsenal would get an easier path in it.
So the route for Liverpool's not too sad either. They got Galatasaray, but they will either come up against Chelsea, if they beat Galatasaray, that is, Chelsea or PSG. And by any means, you know, that left side is crazy. Real Madrid's got Man City, shock. No shock then. Atalanta's got Bayern Munich. So that side there is either Man City could either get Atalanta or Bayern if they go through. Newcastle got Barcelona. And if I remember correctly last time out, Newcastle gave them a great game, no? Until they got bad.
Yeah, at St. James's Park, innit?
Yeah. Atletico's got Tottenham, that could go either side. Because I'll be real, Tottenham in Europe compared to Tottenham in the league is night and day different. Super team Bodo's got Sporting. Funny. And then obviously Arsenal in that little bracket there has got Bayer Leverkusen. And you look at that, and I'm thinking, it's like they're guaranteed a semi-final place if you look at it.
You know, what's quite funny, Cass, is that everyone now is like, oh, Bodo Glimt, underdogs, Bodo Glimt, Black Horse, Dark Horses.
You're the one that's done the best against them, isn't it? You're the team that's done the best against them.
No, but the only reason I say that is because you remember when we was in Europa League last year, all these teams they were dead. They're dead teams, bro. Everyone was saying that.
Let's be real, though. Bodo were missing 6 first-team players, though.
They're what?
Starting 11. They were missing like 6 out of starting 11, did it? Last season, I remember they were injured.
When we played them, not when we played them. They had their first.
I swear down. I remember because I remember doing the show.
In at least one in the semi-final, we played them at their ground. They had their team. And even when we played in this season, they had their team. Like they're a good team and have shown to be a good team. But people think they're shit, innit? Like all the Arsenal fans now are going to twist the story and talk about how good of a team Bodo are and how tough the draw is going to be and how, this is a Leverkusen team that won the league just a couple of seasons ago. We're going to see how they paint the stories to sound nice. But ultimately, like you said there, they've got the easiest draw that they could have got. So really and truly, there's no excuse. We've heard from guys like Hook say they're going to get to a final and they're guaranteed. Show us that you're guaranteed. You've got an easiest draw. Why not? They have to do it.
If we're doing the rules of just looking at it on paper, though, yeah, you put this Arsenal side up against that Barcelona side. Let's just say that because they look like the favourites on that bracket, your bracket, yeah. You'd probably put your money on Arsenal, Barca team because that high line they love. Gyökeres wouldn't mind that. I know there's Lamine Yamal in that. That would be interesting to see. Bayern's in the Man City bracket with Real Madrid.
For a team that's in the Champions League.
They're not in Arsenal's bracket.
No, but I mean, you're talking about going to the final, innit? I'm not talking about.
I'm talking about their route to the final.
Though.
No, that's what I'm
saying.
They
on the side that they can play Arsenal in the semis, or they on the side that they can't play.
No, they can't.
How can you know this? Your team's in the Champions League. They're on the other side. They're on the Arsenal side.
The draw happened.
No, Bayern's on the opposite side.
Bayern's on the opposite side. Bayern's on the opposite side.
The draw.
And then Barcelona.
Yeah. Literally, Barcelona's on the Arsenal side. Bayern Munich on the other side. The left side is literally the hardest route.
They can meet them in the final. Then that's where they'd meet them. Is in the final.
Can you imagine it's an all-English semi-final?
Regardless, the final's going to be difficult. Like, even if Arsenal get through to like the semi-finals or the final, it's going to be difficult. Like, you look at the other side. It's Champions League final is always going to be difficult, but it's going to be even more like there's the class of teams on the other side is just ridiculous. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see who goes through to the final on the other side. But yeah, Arsenal should minimum go semi-finals. And to be fair, I'm saying they should go to the final. I'm saying because if they're the best team in Europe, which they have been so far, they finished first in Champions League spaces. I know there's Barcelona there, but Barcelona struggled in certain games in Europe in terms of conceding goals, etc. Arsenal are more balanced. Like they're kind of.
I'd say
so. Yeah, Arsenal should be going to the final. And then on the other side, if you're looking at English,
I'd say more balanced, but I think in the Champions League and especially in the latter stages, it's not about balance. It's about being able to turn up. We see with Barcelona last season, obviously when they played Inter Milan, they turn up. Like there was moments when they didn't go through, but like they turn up in the moment that they needed. Arsenal, I think we've seen many times in knockout games. Now we're not talking about Premier League, but in knockout games, Arsenal failed to get up for them a lot.
They were unlucky, but they were unlucky to not even beat PSG though. When you deep it, Arsenal.
But they didn't get up for it. That was the point. Is they didn't get up for it in the big moments when those little things in games where they miss a shot, when a pass needed something from the player. That's the difference maker, isn't it? PSG's shown that they've got the difference makers in the team.
But even Martinelli's getting goals in Europe. That kind of tells you. I just feel like Europe's weird this year, anyways. No matter what, because you're seeing big teams getting knocked out and whatever. But the way I view it is however I view Arsenal in the league or anybody else in the Champions League, I think everyone's got that little knack of something different. Even yourself, Jords, to be fair. Because I'm the host, I know comprehension skills for Liverpool fans are quite hard these days. Because
what's going on?
Do you know what I mean?
Guys in the chat.
Yeah. Mr. Ricks or whatever his name is.
But no, I'll be honest. Regarding Arsenal, I'm not going to sit here and gas it up. Like, people are saying Spurs are going to be different. We've been different in the Champions League early on in the season, and I suppose in certain stages because of, for one, the teams we've played and the players we've had available. I think the date for this is it's not March 16th. Is it like March 17th or some shit like that? The draw, the first game. So I think by the time that the first knockout games come round, Spurs won't have many players back. So I'll be honest, like I'm not looking at this Atletico game and having confidence. I think Atletico are too strong defensively. Maybe they might struggle to score goals against us because their attack's not amazing, but I can't really see Spurs breaking them down. So I'll be honest, I think this can be like a boring draw, maybe a 1-0 at home, 0-0 away. Like it could be just a dead one. I think that game, to be honest.
So Rick, I'll get a quick look. So if you're gonna have like a quick base around who's gonna be in the final, who's gonna make the final, just for now. Obviously, next round when it goes through, we'll do another prediction and another one of the semi-final. If you look at that right now, what would you say the final is?
So you got, I think it's Arsenal, I know we're talking about Barcelona, but Barcelona, that game against Inter finished 7-6. Yeah, Arsenal not going to be that bad defensively. It was that game was just a goal fest. So I think Arsenal should be going to the final on that side. The other side is very
Champions League panel's crazy.
You never won the mate, so don't try that one, Paul.
I used to search for the links. I gave it to him.
And then the other side, I don't know. Like it's, but I'm looking at Bayern Munich and City. To be fair, that's the two teams. But I'm gonna
go. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Bayern,
Arsenal.
Yeah, Bayern Arsenal.
What final?
Yeah,
I can't lie.
Yeah, it's between Bayern.
Genuinely, quadruple could be on the cards for Arsenal if they get another.
Yeah, go on.
Exactly. Shut up.
You can say shut up, Jords, but you know, I mean, this is YouTube. Genuinely,
touchline. You've got a month to think that, because in a month's time it will no longer be available, bro.
Like, listen, if you beat them, you beat them. But I'm genuinely being honest. Everyone's clowning it, but they got Mansfield, is it, in the next round of the FA Cup? So they're going to be through the next round, most likely.
Were you about when Man United did the treble?
Obviously not.
Right. Okay. Cool. So it's
all well and good. I've seen teams do the treble. I saw PSG do this last season.
There is
a reason, and again, I'll go back to the season when we did the treble. Yeah, I've got clips of me this time that year, yeah. And I was saying, I don't know if we're going to win anything this season, yeah. You don't talk about winning those trophies until it gets to about April, yeah, because of how difficult the strains on your squad. Like, it's all well and good now.
No, I hear that.
They're going to look.
I didn't say they're going to do it. I said I'm worried that they could do it.
I hear it, because if you look at like the whole history of fucking of English football, yeah. And then you realise no team has ever done it.
Yeah, but Daps, you know.
Hold on, let me land, bro. Let me land, please. This Arsenal team cannot be allowed to be the one to achieve it.
No, I agree. That's why I'm worried.
They fucking can't, man. They can't.
My point is though, you're saying that no team in English football's done it, but no team in English football did the domestic treble, and you did that. And Fergie said that was impossible. Football's changed. Squads are bigger. They have more subs now. You get what I'm saying? They've got a really big squad. And they get easy draws. They've got the easiest draw I've seen to the Champions League final in a while. They're going to beat Barca if they get them in the semis.
I don't necessarily think any Barca now. I can't lie.
Bro, Barca can't defend set pieces. And who's the best at set pieces?
Barca's
high line against Jordz. They're going to do nothing. Do you get them? Honestly, they're going to get to the final, I think, unless they get a massive bottle job against a Sporting or something like that. The FA, they're already in the League Cup final. They may win the Premier League. We don't know. And the FA Cup, they got an easy draw so far. They're playing their B team in the FA Cup.
They're not winning. Right, I'll go one step further. They're not winning a quadruple. They're not winning a treble. Yeah, like, bro, everyone needs to relax with those talks. It is not happening.
And Liverpool almost done it, by the way.
When you say Liverpool nearly done it, lots of teams, we nearly did it. Liverpool. Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I'm saying, though. But Daps, you're saying teams they've done that nearly in recent years. You got stopped by better teams in the Champions League.
But hold on. When you look at the City team that did it, right? This City team that did it, how many years did we like do doubles, retain, domestic treble, all these different things, yeah? You think an Arsenal team that has not won a Champions League or a fucking Premier League, well, a Champions League ever, Premier League in what, the last 20 years? You think they're just going to bop in and first time do a fucking, do a quadruple?
I've not said they're going to win the. I said I think there's a possibility they could win it. I'm worried about a possibility of them doing it. They've got a very good chance. They've got more of a chance, I think, of doing it than you lot, because you're running for the Champions League.
We're not doing it. We're not doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Genuinely.
No, bro, but what? Why are you worried? Are you genuinely worried? Do you think?
No, genuinely. They've already They've run to the Champions League, Daps. They are the favourites to get to the final. Do we all agree?
Yeah, well, Daps, I told you 3 weeks ago. I don't know if you remember that show, the Liverpool show, pre-Liverpool. I was there. I think I was backing your team more than you were, and I said it at that time. I said that Arsenal haven't won the league. Let's just stop with that narrative. They haven't won the league yet. At that point, I think they could have gone 9 points or whatever. I don't know how many points it was, and it's because City was going to lose that game. And I don't think Arsenal. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. There is a chance, but I don't think it's going to happen. Like it's just not going to happen.
If they win the League Cup.
The one thing I will say is, Cass, just go back on the comments quickly. Just real quick, scroll up a little bit. Yeah, cool. It's nice to see you lot have returned. Yeah, it's nice to see that you lot are fucking back in the chat. You just needed one win, right? One win, and you've all come back over here. So enjoy yourselves in the chat, man. You're gonna win the league again, innit? Quadruple and all that. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think.
I'm fucking missing for 2 weeks.
What's that?
No, Chelsea fans basically for 2 weeks. Arsenal fans, innit? Our numbers were down. Massively.
I said that there's still a chance of City winning it. I said how important Gay is going to be, and I'm going to still stick with that about the Premier League. And we're seeing the impacts already. But in terms of the treble, I'll be honest, I was the other way around. I was more thinking about City going and somehow getting 2 or 3, let's say 3 trophies, the treble. In this instance, I wouldn't be shocked about that. They can easily win the Premier League.
I still think Arsenal are the favourites to win the Premier League. So for me,
Arsenal are. But you never know. But I predicted 2-1 Arsenal against Tottenham, and it's not the Tottenhams. It's not those types of teams. It'll be the other teams that they'll somehow drop points against. So they just need to make sure they don't.
You know what it is though? The difference with City is Arsenal are also the favourites, but City's next FA Cup round is Newcastle away, which they lost.
Facts. Yeah, but bro, so touchline, please don't do what you're doing here. Yeah, is the reason why people are talking about saying. Basically going against Arsenal fans is because Arsenal fans and content creators are going on streams and saying they're going to do a treble. Yeah,
I'm not an Arsenal fan or a content.
No, hold on, let me land, bro. But you're talking about City. We are not doing a fucking treble or a quadruple, and I have not heard one City fan say it, bro. We're not doing that talk. So there's no I agree with you. I think Newcastle knocks out the FA Cup.
I'm not saying I didn't say they would. I'm just saying that's obviously a harder round. Than having Mansfield away. Do you know what I'm saying? That's obviously harder than Mansfield away. So Arsenal, for me, are already in the next round, whereas City, they're favourites, but they could still lose.
There would be some beauty, in Arsenal ending the season with just an FA Cup, innit?
No, listen. If it happens, we'll laugh at a minute. But I'm saying, everyone can sit there and live in denial. Do you get what I mean? But I did call PSG winning the Champions League in the group stages last season. So that's a great prediction.
Oh, you're the oracle now, innit?
They finished 24th in the group, and everyone was laughing at me.
Yeah, but that's what I was talking about earlier.
Arsenal's name out your mouth, bro. Don't be predicting Arsenal to do a quad.
I didn't say Arsenal win the Champions League, but I think they're getting to the final at the very least.
Yeah, I think they're going to get. Yeah, probably.
And then you've got Bayern, who their best player bottles it in big games. So at the end of the day, there's a good chance they could beat Bayern.
Yeah, true. In 2010, Barcelona won against Inter in the group stage and got beaten in the semi versus Inter. True. That was a great year, by the way. Tell us you're scared about. Tell us you're scared. Says Prince, and then Nerift says Daps. You sound real scared right now.
See, this is a difference.
Scrappy do karma.
Sorry, this is go back to the Daps. You sound scared. This is a difference. I'm really not that bothered. It's you lot that are desperate to win a trophy. I'm not desperate. I'm not that bothered. I'm on a YouTube show that is about the Champions League. So we're talking about Arsenal. I promise you on my life, there's nothing scary about Arsenal to me. It doesn't affect my life.
You'd be scared if they won the quad, though. You wouldn't want them to win the quad.
Oh, that would do my head.
Bro, I think we'd all. Bro, it's jarring.
Get goated.
Bro, you don't want to. You know what it is? You don't want to buy your daughter or your son, if you've got children, if you've got a boy, you don't want to buy them an annoying toy, that's all it is, bro. They're just a fucking, they'll be, when a kid just fucking annoys you for the sake of it, that's what they'll be doing. But it doesn't impact our lives that much, does it, people?
A whole monologue about Arsenal not winning the quad. I mean, bro, it has to be said. We done
again. We're on a channel. We're going to talk about it, right?
Yeah, it has to be done.
If you want to have the everyone's talking about Arsenal trophy, then we can get one made up for you. We'll make sure it's.
Well, we were talking about this 2 months ago. Remember, it is about to hit March, so it's not like it's late. I mean, early. Sorry, it is at a point where the next international break, I think a lot will be revealed to see who's going where.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm telling you on my life, the season we won the treble, I saw a video of me in February saying I don't think we're winning anything this season.
Daps, is the final before the international break?
It's the 22nd, whatever.
Yes,
I don't know.
This month.
Yeah.
Then it's before the international break. Yeah. So,
do you feel like there's any other outsiders though? Because I'm not gonna
Champions League.
Because you know what it is, yeah. I think with PSG, you can't really rate them until I think you can't really rate no team at the moment. Based on their league form or their league phase form either. Like you can't rate PSG. Like, because last year they didn't look like. I mean, they didn't look that great either beforehand, and then all of a sudden they do. Do you know what I mean? Bayern Munich, they gave Arsenal actually quite a good game at the Emirates, but that's when I would say Arsenal were on more form then, a lot more. And they had that little baller. They ended up losing 3-1, and it was at the Emirates, right? But the way I look at it, I'm just saying, innit, like Real Madrid, they've been absolutely dusty, But you can't write them off. Tottenham, they've had a flawless campaign at the moment, but can't really rate it. It is still Tottenham. Atletico Madrid still got Simeone in there. I don't really rate them as much, but
Jords, how do you feel?
Atletico will be my outside shout. I think they will slap up Spurs. That'll be an easy game. Then it's Barca.
I guarantee Atletico Madrid do not slap up Spurs.
Bro, Lookman's joined them. He's scoring goals for fun.
That's great and all, yeah. But you know when you know this, Jordz, you should know this touchline. Everyone should know this, right? Yeah. When players, even if they down-tooled, look at Man United last year, look at Tottenham last year, even if they down-tooled in the league and all this kind of crap, if they're up for it to go and win a trophy that they ain't got to their name, that's quite, I don't know, valued at quite high. It don't matter if their dressing room's crap. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, but Archie Gray at wing back, like, let's be honest, they're not going to beat Atletico. Like, and then there's Atletico.
You actually don't know what
you can't. No one can ever really predict the champion.
You're not beating. You're just talking for the sake of talking. People don't want to hear from you what a Champions League draw is like, because again, you're not in the Champions League.
Bro, I'm saying, like, again, you can have this delusion that you'll beat Atletico Madrid.
By the way, I can't hear none of you. So when you have a conversation, one of you has to kind of give up.
Well, I wasn't finished speaking, and then he just started saying, "Oh, you're talking for the sake of talking." And bro, I'm saying,
overdoing
Spurs are going to lose to Atletico, and then let's go Atletico Barca. They beat Barca 4-0 literally a week ago, so they could knock out Barca.
You're talking about
Arsenal in the semis.
You're talking about Archie Gray right wing back again. Clearly, you don't know enough about football because Archie Gray is not playing right wing back in the Champions League.
We don't know how it goes.
He played right wing back in one game against Arsenal due to the availability of our team.
Didn't he play wing back against us?
Pedro Porro is back from injury, as was announced.
So Archie Gray's only played wing back one time this season.
Bro, shut up! Like, do you actually not realize?
You just said he only played one game.
Touchline, just shut up, bro. Fuck me, bro. You're talking and nobody cares. Like, just shut up.
He played back against us.
So again, he's not listening to you. He's not shutting up.
There you go. He played fullback against us.
You're rambling on.
But not under Igor Tudor.
Just saying, lads. I don't know all though, innit? But your own team. One game this season.
You're gonna say something. Say it correctly.
You know, having you three in a panel is just
wing back and you said fullback. Yeah. It's just this. Again, I don't even want to say
the same fucking thing. What are we doing here? Okay, play.
Shut up, bro. Fuck me.
He played wing back against Man City. He played wing back against Man City. There's another game he played wing back. So I'm right then, aren't I? How are we doing here? How are we doing it? You know you're wrong. That's why you're shut up. Because you say someone doesn't know ball, and actually know your own team playing more than one game. The whole chat is saying keep talking.
Real talk.
They do. Because they think that you're rattling me. You're not rattling me. I'm
not trying to rattle you. I said my opinion on Spurs.
I can't let you look rattled though. I don't want to be involved.
You said he only played one game.
I don't want to be involved, but you do look rattled. I'll be the rest.
Another game at wing back. He played Man City at wing back.
Bro, look how hyped you are. Look how hyped you are. Again, you're hyped for no reason. Nobody cares.
Wait, touchline.
You're talking about fucking Archie Gray.
You're factually always right as well. You are always right. I don't think have you ever been wrong in the world of YouTube yet? I don't think you have been.
I'll get predictions wrong. Yeah, I'm saying. Otherwise, I'll be a millionaire. You know it is. But
wait,
now with Carrick at the wheel, you'll be getting all those predictions right.
Yeah, trust me. Yeah, we're slapping up D's team this week, and that's a spoiler. That's a spoiler.
Again,
I'll be real, bro. I'll be so real. I don't care. I don't care.
Because they actually.
I didn't say it. I just did a spoiler.
You come on this stream for 10 minutes and you probably said about 5,000 words. Slow the fuck down and actually think about what you're saying. Man's going, yo.
Everyone else is keeping up, Jordan.
Man would think that you're fucking chip, bro. Stop barring and slow down.
Everyone else is keeping up. Everyone else is keeping up. The whole chat's keeping up.
That's the problem. You're looking at the chat and you think, oh yeah, the chat's like you're getting in fucking being happy clapped by the chat, bro. That's what again. Maybe you're new to this, but because the chat's telling you something doesn't mean
I've done YouTube longer than you. I've done YouTube longer than you.
Chat. Fucking hell, bro. Slow down.
YouTube longer than you. We talking about new to this.
And you've got 100% record as well. Tell him about that.
What's my 100% record?
Bro, you're never wrong.
Yeah, people smash the damn likes, man. You bunch of frauds. You're a bunch of frauds. What's this? Let me quickly get through them because they'll get lost. Daps, the issue isn't whether you're scared of Arsenal or not. It's you overreacting to a simple hypothetical question.
Welcome to the world of YouTube. That's what we do, people.
That's so true. Saying that, so you kept talking about treble and 4 in a row.
Keep those super chats coming, please.
Is that Ollie from the chat? I think it is. If you want quad height, Fluers loves them. Yeah, just leave him to it.
Yeah, he does. To be fair. Yeah,
just leave him to it, no matter what. But regardless of all the Champions League and all that, the Premier League is back. We're facing each other on Sunday at 2:00. I mean, is this where Glasner gets sacked? Or
no, Glasner's not getting sacked now.
Or why? No, sorry. Correction. Walks. This is where Glasner.
He's not walking. He's not getting sacked. He's not walking as well. He's staying to the end of the season. That should have sailed. But no, we're through to the next round of the Conference League, so he's going to be at the job. He's going to be at the job now to the end of the season. It's too late now because the Conference League games are going to be mid-March. Like even if we ended up losing those, then there's no point. We should be safe in the league. So yeah, Glasner's staying to the end of the season. That's confirmed. In terms of this game, funny enough, there's a bit of confidence. There's a bit more confidence going into this one. We have been struggling over the last 2 months, but if you look at the short sample over the last few weeks, it hasn't been terrible. It hasn't been great. It's been average. We've looked a bit better than we were before. We still lost against Burnley in the manner that we did, but the last 2 games we've got wins, and yeah, I think the confidence is slowly there. But I really don't care about the Premier League right now. I don't. In all honesty, I don't want us to get.
No, you don't want to win it. No, you're not in the title race, no.
No. I'm not. We're not in a title race. So yeah, I'm not really that fussed about it.
Bigger fish to fry. Bigger fish to fry.
I wouldn't use that term, but actually, yeah, I would. Actually, let me use that term. Yeah, we have got bigger fish to fry because I'm looking at the Conference League as the bigger fish. In terms of because if we're only 3 points off 8th, so we go in a nice little round. What we
finish. Been fishing before.
Let me ask you a question. How did you feel about Glasner referencing to this being your second best ever season in the Premier League, despite the 11-game winning, loss or losing run he's been on?
No, he didn't say that.
He said that when
you talk about earbuds.
When he was speaking to Glenn Murray, what he said was that this is the second best season, despite apart from last season, at where you are right now. This is the second most amount of points that you've had. So this is the second best season, essentially. That's what he said.
It's not the second. It's not the second.
That's what he said to Glenn Murray.
How can it be the second best season? How can it be the second best season?
Again, you're arguing. Don't argue with me. Argue with him. He said that point.
No. Well, I've argued with Glasner. I'm talking about how can it be the second best season when the season ain't done? He didn't say that.
I don't know. Again, you're not actually understanding what I'm saying. Listen to understand, not to respond. The point tally at where we're at right now. So 25, 26 games in, whatever it is, 27 games in, this is the second highest you've had at this point.
Regardless of what Glasner says, I can't take his word seriously for the last few months. So that's my answer to that. Yeah, because it might be the worst season.
All right, so then what about the stat? Because is that not a concerning stat? This is the second best ever.
Why would it be a concerning stat if it's true? As I said, I'm not listening.
It must be true. He said it in an interview on Sky. It wasn't like
okay. So if it's true, then if that's true, then why would it be concerning?
Because you've wanted him out all season. You've said about how bad this season is.
I haven't wanted him out all season. I wanted him out after he said he wants out. So that's not all season, is it?
Okay, so
that's not all season if it's in January.
27 games into the season,
35 points. You've said numerous of times that this is poor. This has been a poor season for you, especially over the last couple months. And you're now telling me that you have no way to feel about this being your second best at 35 points, but you want your manager out. It's not making sense.
I've said I want my manager out the day that my manager quit on us in terms of he didn't see a future, and then
a couple of weeks ago. You said he wasn't good enough. You said you didn't want him out because he wasn't good enough. He's on 11 game.
Yeah, he hasn't been good enough. But I wanted him out initially when he gave up on us. But yeah, I mean, any other manager would have been sacked by now. But I guess because there was no other options, then that's
why. But Cass, I don't think he actually understands what I'm saying. Do you get what I'm saying, Cass? Like, he's saying the manager would have been sacked by now, but this is your second best ever season at this point. Why would they have been sacked? He's performing better than any other manager.
We've only won 2, and I can't lie. I don't believe in the second best season thing because
you're telling me you don't believe. Your manager's obviously said the stat because it's true.
Yeah, but my manager also said a bunch of other stuff.
It's a true stat.
Okay, my man, but how can you say something is the second best when the season ain't complete? It just doesn't make sense. If we don't go win the game in the Premier League for the next 3 months, what is it? Our worst season now? Like what are we talking about? Like it's just. It just doesn't make any sense to me to say this is our second best season when it's Feb and we still don't know what's going to happen with Conference League.
No, it's going to be March when we play.
Yeah, but we're talking about the best season. How can we say it's the best season when the season ain't done? I don't understand the conversation.
Yeah. I know you mean
that conversation. But anyways, what we're saying about Glasgow, about this game, I don't care. I personally don't care as much about this game. This game is important for United, but I think the players will and Glasgow will. And yeah, Glasgow's not getting sacked. Going back to your point. And
this is his audition for the Man United job that we don't want because obviously we don't want him no more.
We don't want him, mate. We don't want him. You keep him.
We don't. I mean, he's not staying with us.
Do you
want Carrick?
If he continues to do well, yeah.
I'd rather Carrick than Glasgow.
Yeah, at the moment.
It wasn't
a manager. I think this season is an indictment on the club more than manager.
Yeah, you asked me this like everything.
No. And do you want Carrick as well, Touchline?
I mean, listen, I've said before, like if Enrique's available, then I would get Enrique over anyone, but he's probably not available, so I would keep Carrick. If the other options, of course, is Iraola. I don't rate Iraola. I think he's a scrub. I never rated. Obviously last summer there was Frank. People said I didn't want him. I didn't want Glasner. Tuchel was like the best of that bunch, but they're all. Like Man United manager has to be an attacking manager. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The one thing you don't want probably is like a contract to be offered in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, but if this form continues till the end of the season, he has to be given the job, surely.
I would. I think the rest of the managers available are scrubs.
Because you're taking ultimately.
That's what I'm saying. There are other options of scrubs, so there's no point getting him.
It's kind of like he's proven it in the Premier League.
At this point, it's I hate to say it, yeah, it's the Arteta blueprint, isn't it? It's like, bro, he's done well on the women, it. Give him the job. I think so. I know Nagelsmann's interested in taking over United, but I'm not interested in Nagelsmann. I'll be honest. I think he's another. He's another
hipster, bro. I don't want a hipster coach United. Same with that. Stes Fabregas plays left back, left wing and stuff. I don't want these managers.
Bro,
I want managers to play basic football.
Fabregas actually plays quite similar to how football was played back in the day, though.
Bro, he plays left back to left wing. That's all I need to know. I don't want to be. Well, to be fair,
he plays very attacking and everything.
Yeah, I'm saying like centre mids at right back and stuff. I don't want to be seeing that stuff. I don't want to be seeing that stuff at United.
That's quite basic stuff.
It's not basic stuff.
And overlapping wing back.
You wouldn't know tactics, but if you push a fullback up, who's going to cover that space?
I mean, I'll probably know more about tactics than you. You can do that.
You don't. You obviously
can do that. You just said Archie Gray played wing back one game and it was 2.
He played fullback in one and played wing back in the other.
He played wing back against City and Arsenal.
We don't care. Hey, Jords, we're Fulham away though, yeah. Honestly, we were talking about it quickly. This is just 5 minutes, D. I'm not gonna lie. You could, of course, I can wait at it, but I'm just saying it. So is mine. Are you not actually concerned? Like, if you lose this game and Forest are away to Brighton, they get their W. I'm not saying West Ham not doing nothing. They're not going to do nothing at Liverpool.
City and Chelsea, haven't they? Or City and Liverpool their next 4 games.
But who you got?
Our next 4 games, I think, is Palace. I don't know the order, but we got Palace, Fulham, Sunderland, and then Liverpool. I don't know the order, but that's just the 4 games.
You got Fulham, then you got Palace at your gaff, which don't matter. You got Liverpool away, so you might as well just cancel that out. like for like, and then you got Forest. You're coming up against relegation scrubs.
We're coming up against teams in and around our area. All the teams we've got to play space are all in and around us.
You better win those games because
their last 6
games.
All the games, fuck me. All the games that we play are teams in and around us. So the points are you move up and down the table as you win, innit? So like I'm not concerned. I think Fulham's going to be a tough game, but yeah, we'll have to see in it. Like I'm not going to sit around write off Fulham because I think they've been decent. I've seen people say, "Oh, they've had like an upturn in form." They haven't. They've still lost the same amount of games as Spurs has this season. They've lost 3 of their last 4 Premier League games. They lost 3 in a row just last month. So I'm looking at this as still an opportunity to pick up points. If we don't get 3 and we get 1, it is what it is, isn't it? But ultimately, I'm looking at this as a 3-pointer. I think Spurs should go out there and get the win. It doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't need to be a good performance. It needs to be a result. It's quite simple.
Do you know your injuries? Is there anyone coming back?
Porro and Danso are back this weekend. Waiting for some players else to be confirmed. But I think regardless,
are you quite concerned that his job's already like they're already talking about his job?
Don't talk about Indicala, bro. That guy is just a troll.
No, he's not though, is he? Like that's real. He's not. He's not though, is
he? If you tweet 1,000 times and you get 3 or 4 things correct, it doesn't mean that you.
Well, no, you get done. That's what you get. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. You're right. You're right about that. You get Don, but you also get Indicala as well because that's
what you're trying to say. The man behind.
The man might be Don, bro. It might be like doing this Scotland gun, throw shit at wall, see what sticks.
I was gonna man say Indicala is Don.
Honestly, the amount of horrible rumors that I see Indicala start, and then people all have conversations about them. And nothing goes of it. It's because Indicala is just out here trolling. He said Spurs might sack Igor Tudor. One game after that, he didn't even. It wasn't even his fault.
Like, it was bad though. But it was bad.
What are you doing here, bro? Like,
the loss was bad.
Huh?
I think Frank would have done. I think Frank would have done better against Arsenal.
The loss was bad because of the players. It wasn't bad because of him. So I'm not going to sit there and call him out. And I'm not. Has 5 centimeters. Out of the 11 players we fielded the other day, 5 of them were central midfielders. So I'm not really being funny. There's not much you can do with that team. So.
Your form table is terrible, though, man. I'm going back. You are last.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Week 17 till game week 28. So I'm just trying to go back to.
Who's got? Wait, what's this?
I'm trying to go back to when you weren't at the bottom. Game week 15. No,
how do you see that? How do you see that?
I'm looking at form table from game week 17 to
who's the top?
I don't know. You just observe and you want to tell people you're observing. I don't know. I'm very confused where you're going with it. Do you want to go somewhere?
I don't know. I'm hearing bad voices.
Cass wants to be top of the table.
I don't know.
He wants to know top of the form league because he wants to be top of the table.
2020.
Well, we're not top. No, City are top of the form table, isn't it?
I think so.
I think. Yeah, we have won 5 in a row.
Yeah, but he said since
game week 16. Yeah, game week 16. Well, look, if they get players back from
wait. Why did you stop there? Why did you stop there? I'm actually
what were you going to say then?
That's like 15 game weeks ago, 14 game weeks ago. That's quite a long time, to be fair.
It is. So from game week 16, I think they're bottom. Yeah, from game week 16, they're bottom. It's hard though. We're 18th, they're 19th, they're 20th. They've got 7 points in 12 games. So and United are 3rd from game week 16. So
that's
yeah.
the one.
But look, they're going to get players back from injury, so I think they should stay up. But it's just funny. It's just funny how when I started talking to Jords, it was like Tottenham Palace. Don't put us in the same conversation. We can never be in the same conversation. And now, for the last few years, it's like Tottenham and Palace are going head to head. Like we won their pick up, they won the Europa League. They're not going to win the Champions League. We'll see if we win the Conference League. But yeah, man, Tottenham need to fix themselves up. Apparently, they're going to spend more money. That's going to be the answer to all their problems. But if they're spending £200,000 a week on Gallagher, then I don't know if more money is the answer. But yeah, let's see.
Yes.
All right, I need to go. So you lot enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, Jords, enjoy Fulham.
I didn't hear any of what you said. I wasn't really paying attention because
you know what's funny? That's what I do to you sometimes.
You notice it.
Like that. Yeah, sometimes when
I go answer an email now because it's just guys waffling yet again.
No, I swear sometimes that's what I do as well.
I get it, like sometimes you have to do when
you have to do it. You have to do it. When a Tottenham fan is talking to you, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, when you do this and that, then remember that we're here, you're there. But yeah, anyways. Yeah.
Wait. Who've Arsenal got this weekend then?
Chelsea.
Yeah, of course. We've done the last. That's like,
yeah.
Chelsea are in a dark place.
I look more at the Brighton away game.
Have you seen? Obviously,
Brighton
Athletic posted all the stuff for 2025. Yeah, have you seen, bro? They were debt free only 3.5 years ago or so, whenever it was. Yeah, and now
they're in a 530, I think.
Bro,
something.
To be fair, the numbers are exaggerated though, because they didn't count the Club World Cup win, and they got 100 million for that.
But regardless, irrespective of that,
that's in this year's accounts.
Is it that year?
Oh, that year. These owners are. It's like they want to get a sale already. Like honestly, like they're trying to make.
They're 10
I don't think people realize though, if they don't get
mental
Champions League, how much this impacts their transfer windows, because obviously, as you know, UEFA, you got to balance the books, you got to have like good amount of profits and losses. But if they don't get Champions League football guaranteed for next year, they're fucked. Like
their owners are. You know what? Yeah, as much as
transfer ban.
Glazers have done us the worst.
They don't realize it'll be just in the same position they was 4 or 5 years ago.
UEFA doesn't count some of their sales of like something about the women's team or something like that. They don't acknowledge it. But it's just like, but Chelsea's ownership are really driving them down a real bad path. Real bad. Like to the point I feel like if they don't buck up their ideas anytime soon, they're gonna have big players wanting to leave.
Yeah. And it's like, anyone here think they're gonna get Champions League football?
At this obviously it's easy to say now, but if you look at
getting 5 places.
Yeah. It's more than guaranteed.
Already got it after the group stage.
I still think at this point I would say Chelsea are not going to get there, but I believe by the end of the season I think Villa are going to get out of that.
Villa need to get a grip of their form. Villa do need to get a grip of their form.
Chelsea. Do you think Arsenal beat Chelsea?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think they do. Yeah.
Villa are playing Wolves away. If Villa win tonight,
but bro, if you look at some of
Chelsea. They play them next week at home. They usually.
Did you see that? Did you see what you just said?
Last season at home.
Villa beat Wolves today. Yeah, they go 6 points clear. Did you say? They
9 points clear of Chelsea. That's
9 points clear. They got them next week.
Yeah, but the mad thing. Yeah, I hear you, but I don't know. I just look like what you said there at the moment. You've basically just said if they beat Wolves twice, right?
I think Chelsea beat Villa.
Wolves tonight and Chelsea next week.
But up until recently, Villa Park has been a fortress, yeah. But all of a sudden, they've started to fucking look a bit shaky.
They've been doing it all year, though.
Can I rebuttal that though? Chelsea's away form in big games is terrible. I don't even know the last time they won a big away game.
No, I'm not meaning. I'm not.
I'm going to count big away games. They don't win them.
I don't know. I think Villa's a weird one, man. I expected them to drop off, but they've dropped off a little bit earlier than I expected.
They're missing a hell of midfielders, and also with the Europa League route, I don't think they're going to give a shit.
They've got injuries, I
don't think they care with the Europa League route.
People are considering as well that Liverpool have to maintain the same results as Chelsea. That's what it is. As much as people think Liverpool have been good, Liverpool have been shit in a lot of games as well. So you're relying on that. Liverpool maintain some good form, because if they don't, that 5th place is still open. Like I think 5th place is going to be up for grabs regardless. Like because if Man United are going to be up and down in form,
I think I don't know if United are going to be up and down in form. It's
maintain a bit right now, but I think they'll start to I don't think they're going to lose a lot of games, but I think they'll start to.
I guess the one thing they did, like that West Ham game, that does show us that they do still have the slip up in them.
West Ham.
I didn't watch the Liverpool game on
Forest.
When was it? With Liverpool Forest game.
They robbed them.
Were Liverpool rubbish?
Awful, bro. They got Forest just have no quality in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They couldn't. But Liverpool scored the last side. It was offside. No one convinced me that was onside. It was offside. Ekitike was interfering with play in offside position, and they won the last minute. But the reason why I think Liverpool will finish above Chelsea is because Chelsea have such hard games. Liverpool don't. Do you know what I'm saying? Liverpool still got to play Chelsea at Anfield. So this is why I think Chelsea should be worried. Because if they go 12 points, Villa should be the team they're trying to catch, because Villa have got a hard running as well. They got you on the last days, isn't it, Dabs? And they got Liverpool.
Yeah.
Villa, you know what? The last 2 games are Liverpool and City.
Villa's record at the Etihad is very bad as well.
I know. So, a lot of people thinking Villa and stuff are going to fall off. I think they're thinking wrong. Unai Emery knows when to make his team click into gear, and I think throughout this and even so, when you look at the last
injuries, bro, I forgot about the injuries in their midfield.
they've only they don't lose a lot of games. That's the thing. They actually don't.
True.
And even in the last 5, they've only lost 1. So they might drop points here and there. But again, Chelsea and Liverpool have to maintain winning, and Chelsea drop points here. And we've seen that. Liverpool, I think, are going to draw quite a few games as well. I just can't see both of them maintaining good records.
We've all still got to play each other as well.
Who have you got this weekend, Touchline?
We've got Palace. That's why I said, it's at our ground. We beat them already at their ground. I think we're going to slap them up.
That, yeah. 3 or 4-0. Ooh, yeah, bro, I can't lie. I think you win that. And Jords, who have you got?
Dabs, have you just been living with the headphones off? We just spoke about the Fulham game.
Yeah, I completely wasn't listening to that. I'll be honest with you. 100% wasn't listening at all. But yeah, I wasn't.
To be fair, we didn't speak about the game. He just asked.
So let's speak about it again. You got Fulham away.
Yeah. I think we beat them. I think people don't realize, and I know everyone wants to go into Spurs, this, Spurs, that, but Spurs play better away from home. We have done all season. The reason we play better away from home is because the nervous energy in the stadium amongst the fans just it festers.
United had that. United have had that in the last couple of years.
Yeah, they've definitely had that. The energy from the fans when you're so against your team and you're not supporting the team as much, and you've got problems with the owners and stuff, you can feel it. The energy is felt amongst the players, isn't it? So I think when we go away from home, they play with a little bit more freedom. And again, I don't think we're going to batter Fulham or nothing like that. I just think we'll do enough to get the 3 points. And whether it's a 2-1 win and it's a tight win, I think that'll probably be the case if we do win. But I just feel like we've got a few, Danso coming back from injury, Porro coming back from injury. They're 2 key players that will help bring together that back line. That especially Porro as well going forward will help us on that right-hand side.
I think you've missed Porro going forward massively as well.
Yeah, so I think there's something in it, but I'll be honest, there ain't going to be no real changes until we have players like Kudus and Cole coming back in it.
Oh, when the fuck is Kulusevski back?
Oh, God knows.
He had a knee surgery in it, so
he's been out all season, right? He hasn't played.
Yeah, he's been out since I think December last year. No, not last year. Sorry, the year before.
It was May last year.
Was it?
And what about Maddison?
Well, someone told me he was out since December. Maybe he was out and then came back and then went out again.
And what about Maddison?
He's out for the season on the grass.
He's out for the season, isn't it?
I think he'll be back because he's actually been training. I've seen him on the grass. Kulusevski, I haven't seen on the grass taking shots. I've seen Maddison take shots. So I don't know. Maddison looks like he could be back before. If he's back for the end of the season, it'll be May. April.
They're 2 big misses for me. And we got Leeds at the weekend, which I can't lie, I'm worried about. Leeds away.
I actually think they're going to slap it up, I'll be honest.
Every Man City fan I spoke to said this is one of the hardest games you've got left.
Yeah, Leeds away 5:30.
You got a good record against their ground.
Haven't really played them loads, bro. Let me.
A couple of years ago, probably when they were in the Premier League.
I remember you beat them 4-1 or 4-0. I remember Rodgers got a banger that day. But that was in the season where Liverpool quadrupled.
It's not even this season. It's not based on if you look at Leeds this season, I don't think you can base it on previous times when they've come back up to the Premier League. That at home, they're generally grinding out results every home game. 5:30 kickoff is one of them ones, isn't it? Saturday 5:30 kickoff is.
They haven't lost a late kickoff in 3 years at home. 18 wins, 3 draws.
There we go. It is a thing, bro. You know what? It's an old school ground. You know that it's rocking. But at the end of the day, this like I've said so many times in previous seasons, we've faced games like this, and we go and get them done. If we want to win the league, it's as simple as that. We're gonna have to fucking grind out some difficult away games. And this is a point where. This is where I believe that City can prove to me that they are the same as the old City. Because at the moment, I don't know if we're the same as the old City, right? Because I haven't seen this 14 of our players I've never seen in a title race before. So I can't say, they always come alive at the end of the season. You hope that, your Rodris, you hope that your Bernardo Silvas, your Haalands, your Diaz's, you hope that kind of they're there to guide those that haven't been in a title race, but we'll see. But ultimately, what I'm saying is these are the type of games. For me, for Arsenal and City, for the rest of the season, I would expect both teams to get wins at home every game, right?
Do you reckon
to be Premier League champions, Arsenal or City must from this point win every single home game, right? It's the away games that are the slip-ups, and that's where you see the size of your kahunas. or the size of your
even with this game against Leeds, for me, I'm viewing it like you said, Daps. Yeah, it's like every other year prior. When it gets to that March period onwards, Man City turn it up and they know what these games mean. So as much as we've seen all these little stats and this is that, I think you're just gonna see Man City first half go 2-0 up, cool off the nerves, and then see the game out. I think we've seen this far too often now. I will say, obviously, if you do drop points, that's fucking done, bro. Like Arsenal,
yeah. You can't.
No, see, I don't think
they've had too many slip-ups to continue.
Yeah, no, and that's where I'm saying, like, we've been bare lucky to keep having this door fucking open, but at some point, like, knock door ginger, they're just gonna stop fucking answering the door.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he'll go with that same midfield, Rodri, Bernardo,
yeah.
O'Reilly?
Yeah.
You don't think he'll start Foden?
No.
Oh, what about Cherky on the right?
I see. For me, I've got question marks on Marmoush at the moment. Marmoush's form is not. It's you know where it's really weird with Marmoush and Semenyo. Yeah, is that one of them I feel has got a goal out of nothing in Marmoush. Yeah, but the other one is more clinical with the basics. Which one do you go for? Like for me, it's Semenyo at the moment over Marmoush, but I wouldn't. I think Semenyo and it's weird because it's
no,
been
but I swear
working.
he starts Semenyo on the right and Marmoush left on
yes, yeah. But I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like both of them at the moment.
I personally think you should bring Foden back in now. I think he's had months to refresh his
game. Over
weeks, not months. I would personally put my front three would be Haaland, as Doku's injured, right?
Yeah.
Haaland, Cherky, Semenyo, and then Foden. And so the thing is, because Foden's work rate is actually good, but he's not good in the tackle.
Well, the whole thing is, for me, O'Reilly is making himself undroppable at this point. Like,
yeah, I hear it.
He is making himself undroppable. Rodri and Bernardo's working. Our midfield's working perfectly at the moment. I don't see why you change it. And the problem is that Foden, this season, Foden has changed. Pep has changed Foden's role to being more of an 8. Right.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And at the moment, he's just like quite simply, unfortunately, for Reinders and for Foden, like O'Reilly's outperforming you both. Like O'Reilly,
it's Bernardo that's taking his role because O'Reilly's not back now.
Yeah. Sorry, taking the Foden role, but even if you were to play Foden in because it hasn't been all season, he's played the 8 role. He has played in the 10 role as well. But either way, whether it be Bernardo or whether it be O'Reilly, they're both outperforming him. Same with Reinders. Like Reinders, if you look at numbers, Reinders actually has performed all right this season. But again, like you're not playing Reinders over Nico O'Reilly at the moment. No way. No, like not a chance.
I think the bigger problem is his favoritism for Bernardo, man. He's shown that for years, isn't it? Like, but I think Bernardo's class. Bernardo's class.
Have you been on City Twitter or something?
No. Everyone knows he's got a favorite.
He has like a favorite player all the time. Bernardo's been that guy.
But you know what?
He used to beg Bernardo to stay there.
You know why Bernardo is his favorite?
Because he does the running for you.
Because Bernardo is fucking performing, and that's the thing that pisses me off. Like you go and look at the Liverpool game, right? When it really fucking mattered. Who stepped up? Bernardo Silva. Like so, he might be Pep's favorite, but he's had to.
He deserved it. Yeah. I'm not trying to say otherwise. Like he's deservedly earned that right of being Pep's favorite through consistent good. I think the biggest thing as well is like he's always keeps his head down. You never think like there's no like controversy. There's nothing out about Bernardo apart from the fact that man just fucking plays football, plays good games. Yeah. But the problem that he gives you is Foden has to be out of the team now because Semenyo's been brought in to give you that exact directness. He's wanted a proper winger because he said there is no proper wingers at the club apparently apart from Semenyo.
Bro, the only for me there won't be like if I have to if me defending Foden pretty much apart from a bit of a purple, he had a few good games this season. If it means I have to go all the way back to 2 seasons ago, then I'm not here to defend him like that. Like Foden, the best way to defend yourself is to prove it on the pitch, right? Other than that, like we are not Foden FC, And at the moment, like I'll be honest, Reinders probably starts for me over Foden at this point, I think he's had...
Reinders has been bad, bro.
Bro, he's had a better season than Foden.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that?
Yeah.
Reinders had like one good game against Wolves.
Right. If you look at
had a good game again.
Hold on. Go and look at Reinders' numbers across the season. Yeah.
And then
you sure?
His numbers.
You might be wrong. Hold on. This might be the first time. This might be the first time you're wrong. Go and check it. This might be the first time.
Phil Foden scored about 8 goals this season.
Bro, just go and check it. You might be wrong. I might be wrong as well. But let's find out.
Right. Phil Foden in this season's got 10 goals. Yeah, 10 goals. I remember he got 2 goals against Dortmund.
Okay, and how many assists?
No, in the Prem.
Hold on. Why are you doing all comps as well?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
No,
the Prem, he's got 7 goals, 3 assists. All right.
Reinders has 5 and 2 in the Prem, so he's got more.
So Foden's got better stats.
But didn't Foden have like a hat trick?
Fucking mad.
No, he scored a brace against Dortmund, though.
Either way, ultimately for me, yeah, neither of them start. Whether it be Reinders or Foden, it's like Cherky's not starting at the moment, but it's because of the way we're playing. And it's interesting if we're going to keep playing that way with 2 inside forwards. But I'd still, for me, I would probably at this point be. I'd like to see Haaland, Semenyo, Cherky, because for me, when Doku comes back, Doku's going straight in the team.
I think you're gonna need a bit of that extra quality that Cherky will bring for a game like this. You just need that free kick or something that he can score.
What's good when you play Semenyo and Cherky as well, they can both go on either side. Like they can actually do that creative this way. And with Cherky, it works better because now he can just pick up the ball in the open spaces, you know. Whether it's on the left-hand side, the right-hand side, rather than if it's a Doku, you just keep him down the left, let him run the thing down on the left, where Semenyo can go either side. He'll swap it.
I think the significant thing as well with O'Reilly is when you're looking at O'Reilly, the guy's got goals in him, and that's something that we've been saying we've needed from our wingers for ages. Well, now he's stepping in with the goals, so O'Reilly for me is undroppable. And it's the interesting one is. Do we go with the conversation in the City fan base at the moment is there's a bit of a conversation around whether Diaz should be starting or Kuzanov should be starting, and I don't know. Me personally, right? I think it should be a game by game basis. That's literally
what I was about to say. I'd say for these games, these tough away games, do Diaz because he's more experienced. He understands
and this is a thing that, like, I'm happy, that. When Diaz, because ultimately what happened against Newcastle, Anthony Gordon fucking skinned Diaz. Diaz pulled him back and he was on a yellow and he was being outpaced. Guess what? You've got Kuzanov, perfect person to come in there with pace, But there will be some game, like we're not going to start saying that Kuzanov right now is a better defender than Ruben Diaz. I think his ceiling might be higher, but Ruben Diaz, we have to remember, is a Premier League.
It's what he brings as well, like leadership.
Yeah. Bro, and people that say, but he's losing his pace. He's not. He's 28 years old. Thank you, brother. Exactly. And he won Premier League Player of the Season with no pace. Yeah.
He reminds me a bit of Vidic. He's not good, but he reminds me of Vidic. Like, he's not obviously just not saying he's as good as him because he's not.
So the one that's cemented on is Gahey. For me at the moment, it's Gahey, and then it's whether it's Kuzanov and Diaz. And I think you're spot on that there will be some games where it should be Kuzanov, and there's some games where it should be Diaz. It's as simple as that. And do you know what? It's nice that we're back in that position because for a while we were in a position where we didn't really have many centre backs. So
how much did Kuzanov cost? Kuzanov didn't cost 60 million, did he?
No, I think it was 40. I think it was about 40.
Are you worried about Madrid?
Bro, I'm bored of Madrid. That's what I'm.
Yeah, no, bro. Every City fan I know is saying that. They're saying,
like, we're having a conversation.
Even Madrid fans I know as well that they're saying, I'm bored of playing City, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? This every year. Yeah, it's like how Arsenal. You know when Arsenal used to get Bayern and Barca every year.
Yeah. So Kuzanov was 40 million euros. He was so not 60 million, but bro. To be honest with you, it is one of them ones where. It's every fucking season. This will be our 10th and 11th time in 5 years. And like, we're just having a conversation in the group chat now about whether anyone's going or not. And it's like, I'm bored of it.
Like usually, like, you know, like a European away day, it's like you go to a new place for a few days or something, or a day or two.
The problem is,
like, you've been to Madrid so many times. It's like
the problem is with Madrid as well, is that, like, if it was a second leg, I think there would be more, you know what, we're all going to go. But because it's the first leg, and the other thing is, like,
you play second leg at home?
At home, yeah. Second leg's at home. I think the other thing is, for anyone in the chat or anyone here that's been to Madrid before, it's the least favourite ground in Europe. They like, you can have an official ticket and you still might not get in. They can,
And you're so high up in the. It's like Newcastle. You're so high up.
They hold you back after the game for an hour. You can't get alcohol in the stadium. The most you can get is a bread roll and a bottle of water. Look, Madrid as a city is a vibe. Hit Plaza Mayor. That's a proper vibe, yeah. But the actual game day now is like it's boring, bro. I can't lie.
I do understand it. Do you reckon you'll beat them?
Over 2 legs, I think we could do, yeah. Yeah, over 2 legs. I think the second leg being at the Etihad's a big one. And then, onto that. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know where I am because there is a part of me that thinks maybe this season City are actually more built for the Champions League than they are the Premier League. But you know what? When people are looking at the runs and saying this run's tough, that run's tough, ultimately, once you get down to the last 16, every team you play is a tough fucking game. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but there are easier fixtures, though, innit?
Of course there are. But if you, like, for example, because I actually was thinking this earlier, yeah, I feel like Arsenal are where City were a few years back, where everyone is just constantly... Like every season, you win the Champions League this season, and like they're now being made favourites. Which for me, when we were being made favourites when we'd never won it, I was thinking this is weird.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
You know what I mean? Whereas, like, I understand right now they came first and they're looking good, yeah. But I don't know. I maybe this is the season that City win a second Champions League. I'm really not sure, bro. Really, really not sure. I think the one thing that I'm staying consistent with, I don't like this. This is a season for me where I expected this to be a season of transition. I expected us to come third, right? And I didn't think we'd win a Champions League. Now, we're in the Carabao Cup final. We're in every competition Arsenal was still in, and all the media were saying about Arsenal potentially winning a quadruple. I just don't really think we're ready yet. So if we do, we're ahead of the curve because I'm sitting.
It depends, though, innit? You can find yourself in a position of like, all right, cool. We win the next 10 games. We win the quadruple. We win this. We win that.
Yeah. Well, do you know what, bro? And Leeds away is a really good example of the type of game that can show me that this is the same Man City as previous seasons. Yeah, because this is the type of game that the old Man City would go and win. Right, so now let's see if this new group of players can carry that, and this is the thing. Like, I'm pretty certain this will be an Arsenal fan saying this. City isn't winning shit this season. Okay, like, but you are because you've got all that fucking history in the recent years with this group of players of winning loads. But as a City fan, I hear it. They can prove me wrong though. They can prove me wrong. The Liverpool game made me think, okay, maybe we have got it there. Yeah, I knew you were an Arsenal fan. See, yeah, it's what it is, man. We'll see. I will know. I think I'll know a lot more about City after Leeds away.
First, listen, I think gotta hope Bayern do something, innit? Bayern save us. Liverpool are going to get the semis, and could be Arsenal. Bayern could do what PSG did last year, knock out Arsenal. Knock out Liverpool.
So who have Arsenal got on their side? They've got Bayern.
They've got who is Leverkusen. They're going to slap them up. Yeah. Then they've got Bodo Glimt or Sporting. So Gyökeres against his old club, and we saw what he did in that league. They'll slap them up. Then it's going to be Barca. I think Atletico, Spurs, and Barca. I think Barca might have Newcastle on that side. If I logically favourites wise, Barca would be the favourite to go into the semi.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal could genuinely score about 6 or 7 goals against Barcelona with that high line and the fact they can't defend set pieces. They can't defend set. Well, if Atletico scored 4 goals, Jords, because of the high line, Arsenal put 4 past Atletico.
Because one thing happens doesn't mean another thing's going to happen.
Well, you're going to war? Like, it's some stupid thing to say. They genuinely could.
So I'm going to say why it sounds stupid if you actually let someone speak apart from yourself for a moment. Yeah, is again, I get what you're saying about the Atletico game. Really poor performance from Barcelona, but a one-off game doesn't mean that this is going to happen continuously. They do play with a high line and they're definitely susceptible to attacks. Not going to discern that. But ultimately, Arsenal have also shown that they're not that good at attacking. If you look at Arsenal's attack, you would know that they actually don't go down the middle. So the amount of opportunities they're going to get to play Gyökeres in behind down the middle is very rare. They'll have to go through the channels where they will come into some problems with the 1v1 battles against Koundé and he's on the left-hand side. It's
Alde, but I don't know if he's in.
Alde. So I actually think you make some points regarding how they could break them down, but you're also completely dismissing how good Barcelona's attack is and how Arsenal are going to have to stop Barcelona from scoring. Because you're talking about one of the best.
I didn't mean in one game, by the way. I meant over 2 legs. They could score 6 or 7. Obviously, I don't think they're going to beat 6 or 7 past Barca in one game. That would be stupid.
And Arsenal's
also the set piece element, Jords. Barca are awful at defending set pieces.
I think we have to look at it as well. I'm gonna. Sorry, the other thing is like coming from a City fan that for years was bored of being asked if we're going to win the Champions League that season. Yeah, like getting your first Champions League over the line is not fucking easy. Yeah,
it's not.
And bro, like. Deep it. You've seen Man City teams that are getting 100 points being knocked out by what was it, Monaco? Then we've been knocked out by Lyon before. That sometimes mad things happen in the Champions League. That's why we love the Champions League. That's why it's different to a Premier League.
Of course.
It's 2 games, and let's be real. Last season,
we are at home. You know what I mean?
Who was it that put Arsenal out last season?
PSG, they slapped them. No, PSG were the best.
Home and away, though. But I don't think any of us expected that to happen home and away. So
I actually said they would win at the Emirates and draw at home.
Yeah,
that's what I said. I remember I did actually say they would beat Liverpool on pens that day. When they beat them at Anfield, I said they'd beat them at Anfield and beat them on pens. But yeah, like obviously the Champions League is. In fact, Bodo Glimt beat Inter literally 2 days ago.
Do you know the mad thing is? I actually think Arteta's.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Champions League can be you know, if you get a bit of luck. Yeah, I mean, a goalkeeper has a good day. You saw Courtois against Liverpool years ago. Yeah,
I think the way Arsenal play actually could be very effective in the Champions League. Yeah, it could be very effective.
But at the same time, that's like Arteta's proven he's not really a cup manager. That's the thing, is like the way they play does suit that cup football because it's defensive. They stop themselves from conceding goals, and you know they'll get 1 or 2 and then just try and close out a game.
Yeah,
I get you. I think for me, I'm on the basis that until Arsenal do something in Europe, in my eyes, in my lifetime, I'm never going to believe it till I see it, bro. It's just not happening.
No, I hear that. Bro, and it's one of them ones where, like someone said earlier on, all Arsenal have to do to, like, because the thing is too much talking at the start of the season. If there wasn't all that talking at the start of the season, I think the hate for Arsenal wouldn't be so fucking mutual amongst everyone.
You know that though, when people sit there and say they hate Arsenal, they go, why? Because they're fans. Because their fans talk so much. You know what I'm saying? When Hooks
but my whole thing is, it's not even that. It's not even that, bro. But bro, it's not even that. It's not the talking. It's the talking without substance to back it up. Like sometimes just do it, win it, and then fair play.
Well, Man United fans like this, and back in the day, Daps, like just go into every season saying we're going to win it.
Yeah, very much so, bro. That's why I said, remember, like, you lot have reminded me how fucking annoying you lot are as well. And let's be clear, we're annoying as well. Like, come on. To
be honest with you, I know a few City fans, actual, like, you know, Manc City fans go in games, like,
so they are. Am I not an actual...
No, you are. You're from Manchester. I'm not saying you're not actually. I'm saying the ones that go to games. I didn't say it as a dig. That might have come up because of the dig for people. I didn't mean it.
It hurt me badly. I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
I'm saying like they aren't annoying to me. Do you know what I'm saying? My Man City fan is from Manchester. He wants Man United to be good again. He wants a Man United Man City title race. He wants.
You know what? If I'm being honest, like that is a thing to City. Like. Yeah, the derby is a big thing.
Like, in title races, well, 2-1.
Oh, you know what? It's Manchester. Like for me, we're in our own world. We don't really care that much. Like because I was having a conversation with someone at work yesterday, and I do think it's. Of course, we've become a lot more spoiled over recent years, but I do feel it's because still more of my lifetime we were shit. then we were good. Yeah. So, like, when I was a kid, I never expected to win any trophy, right? At all. None. Yeah. So if we go back to that, it is what it is. Like, I've been there, done that. Fucking, I'll do it again if need be. I'm not. It's not. I think I'm trying to why we care less, and I do think we care a bit less because of the fact that, like, Arsenal have been good. I would say, yeah, for me in my lifetime, Arsenal is probably the one team that has, since I've known football, Arsenal has always been there.
Good. They've been the most consistent team, innit?
Yeah, because before the Premier League days, like them, and I was very young then, so it was only just about remember. But like Arsenal and Liverpool were the two teams going at it in the late 80s, yeah?
Everton?
Everton was earlier 80s, I believe.
No, I swear Everton won it in 88 or 87.
Really? Yeah, bro, but I can't remember that. Like, my earliest memories were around about 89, 90. They're my earliest memories. So
we were awful back then.
But Arsenal have always been there or thereabouts. Like Liverpool weren't about for quite some time. United, before the Premier League started, they weren't about for quite some time. So whereas Arsenal have just always been a name there, I guess. So but anyway, listen, let's wrap it up here. I'm going to be back on my channel with LB talking about fucking Madrid again. But there is a bit more to talk about Madrid with maybe Haaland rumours and Rodri rumours and whatever else. But everyone else have a good day, and we will catch up with you tomorrow. Peace.